I have not played any major mobile game in over 2 years. Okay? Truth, right now, I have not played any mobile game in any major way in over 2 years, including this fucking WWE game that these idiots keep bringing up. Play a game called WWE Champions, which, of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. It's basically just moving gems around and breaking colored gems.
Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible with... Oh man, there's so much to cover. First, you can see in the upper left-hand corner, Members Goal, 881 out of 1025. Wait a minute, now it's 552 out of 675. That's because the sub bomb he got that got him over 1,000 has fallen. Now, what does it say about this? It's the exact same goal. 881, 1025, down to 552 to 675. How is that the exact same goal? Pretty sure those are completely different numbers. Like, doing the math, those are two completely different numbers. The number of members didn't change, just scaled it down to account for the expired memberships. You're talking nonsense. But even then, it's not the exact same difference. 1025 minus 881 is, 675 minus 552 is 123. 1025 minus 881 is 144. So that's not even the same. DSP, you don't have that many people watching you. Any given moment, unless something dramatic is going on, it's 300, maybe 400 people watching. So members goal is 675. Still doesn't make any sense unless you get botted again and then have a sub bomb again. But let's watch this part. It's pretty funny in my opinion.
We're busy having fun down here on level 1. As you can hear, I probably sound a little better than I did yesterday, but I certainly don't sound 100%. Today is Sunday, the 20th of November, 2022. And if you're not aware, yesterday live during the show, as I was doing the podcast, I had some kind of an allergic reaction. All of a sudden, my sinuses started to pour down into my throat with post-nasal.
DSP, your office is nothing but dust and dirt. Most likely, you have an allergy to dust mites. But you never clean your office. So that's why, guys, I was fine until I got into the office, then suddenly my allergies hit me. Yes, because you most likely have an allergy to dust mites. But again, you never clean your office.
Drip out of nowhere. Like, it wasn't happening until I started the podcast yesterday. This caused my throat to swell tremendously.
If your throat swells shut, you suffocate and you die. Your throat did not swell shut. Shut the fuck up.
Allergic reaction. And basically yesterday I sounded like crap all day long. Okay, it wasn't until like...
You sound like crap all day, every day.
The very end of yesterday's night stream of Sonic Frontiers, where my voice started to at least sound semi-normal. What I did is I tried to make an honest effort last night to not talk that much, which I'm sure my wife was very happy about, to relax my voice. And I woke up this morning, I was like, well, it feels a little better. And I started to talk, I was like, well, at least you can hear me now, but there's definitely still some residual swelling in there.
Again, if your throat swells shut, you suffocate and you die.
Obviously, I hope that it gets better over the course of today completely, and I don't know what triggered it. This happens to me from time to time. Allergies are a major pain in the ass for me. I always keep...
And of course, you could always take a Benadryl. Those are too expensive. Then buy the generic store brand version, whatever. Take something for it.
Keep allergy medication on hand in case I get a bad day or a bad reaction. Yesterday I did, so I took it. That actually cleared up my sinuses, but my throat, man, when my throat has a bad reaction, it just basically is like, it takes a while, and I think it comes from a combination of factors, but I have been making this kind of content, talking to you guys pretty much all day long, since 2011. It's now 2022, late 2022. So I've been doing this for over 11 years of just talking all day. Most humans don't do that. Even
I'm pretty sure people talk during the day, even if they're not busy playing video games. They're talking to their fellow employees, their bosses. If, I don't know, you're working the Burger King window, you're talking to customers all day. DSP, you would know this if you actually left the house. You actually had a real job. Your last job, what did you do? You talked to customers all day because you were customer support. They would call you and you would talk to them over the phone. So you had jobs where you had to talk to people all day, every day. But nope, only streaming video games causes, guys. You know, people with regular jobs, they don't have to talk to people. Anyways.
People who work at a call center, even people who are radio hosts, they're not talking endlessly like I am all day long.
Do you think a DJ says, all right, up next is Imagine Dragons, hit play, and then just sit there silently staring ahead? No. They're probably talking to producer, they're talking to coffee person, like, hey, can you get me a coffee soon? They're talking to other people. They don't just sit there silently staring ahead. And 3, 2, 1, click. All right, guys, that was Imagine Dragons. Up next, play some car crashing noises. This is not your grandmother's station. Explosions. And now, whatever band's up next. And then just sit there silently while the song plays. They don't do that, DSP. They talk to other people. All day. Just like everyone else does. I mean, even if, alright, let's say you're an office drone, and all you do is sit there and stare forward at the computer. You're still gonna be like, God damn it. Got the sheets on the TV. Fucking hell. It don't even fucking matter, god damn it. Click, 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 click. I don't fucking get it, man. They don't do anything with the cover sheets. Why the fuck do they fucking care? Bam! Then start pounding on the keyboard. But even if all they're doing is talking to themselves, people talk all day, every day.
And so what happens is my throat definitely over the years has changed. You guys can even hear from my earlier days when I was a YouTuber, when I would talk, I would sound completely different, right?
Well, that's because you're using a
I just been able
camcorder.
to sing in like a high pitch. I can't do that anymore. You know, over the years, my throat has completely changed, being a full-time content creator like this. So when I get a bad reaction like I did yesterday, it's like, bam, it affects me badly. And like I said, at least I can talk today. It's not severely swollen today, but I can definitely tell you it's still swollen in there. You could hear I sound a little different, right? So,
Because you little bitch.
what happens. Hopefully I won't be so bad today. It is a full streaming day today.
And man, look at that rocking.
And it's a good variety today with God of War Ragnarok finally continuing after having like a 2-day hiatus there for us to...
You're an idiot. Hot new game. I'm going to play it once and wait a week. Alright, 2 days, but still. There's a reason why people stop watching. It's like, oh, well, it's the hot new game. I'm going to watch. 3 days later. Alright, well, I already bought the game and beat it. Why would I watch this guy play it?
To finish up the Devil in Me, which we did finish yesterday, and I'll talk a little bit about that on the podcast this morning. But I'm very excited to get back to God of War. As I told you guys, this is a game that I'm going to be playing probably for another month. It's funny because Kat, my wife, has been playing it pretty much nonstop, and you know, I asked her yesterday, you know, how far are you in the game? You've been playing it now for like a week and a half nonstop, and she's like, well, I'm on chapter 13. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? She says, well, I didn't spoil, but I looked it up, and the game has 17 chapters, but most of the chapters have side content to do as well. So she's roughly, I guess you could argue, just under, like, well, I guess she's maybe over 2/3.
I'll say that's
right?
2/3.
Times 6 is 18. If she's on chapter 13, 12 would have been 2/3. So she's just over 2/3 through the game, but there's still a lot to go. Like, it might realistically take her another week to beat the game, even if she plays it nonstop. She actually told me that some of the stuff coming up is very challenging, that the combat gets way more challenging further into the game. And I'm like, wow, I'm actually finding it kind of challenging now. So can you imagine?
He's finding the game challenging. A game that legitimately has DSP mode of, alright, you need to burn these bushes with the blades. Use axe, use axe, use axe. Need to use the blades to burn the bushes. Use axe, use axe. That's actually a legit thing he did during the gameplay was ignore the fact that telling him, use the blades to burn the bushes. How come I actually am burning the bushes? Snort.
How it's going to be by the end of this game, it really feels like a difficulty climb as you play through the game. What I'm hoping is that...
Wait. As games progress, they get harder? Because you should have learned skills and abilities and gotten upgrades? That must be something completely brand new that's never been done in his 20 years of gaming.
As you play through the game, you're going to get more abilities, you're going to get more combat weapons and stuff like that. I hope. So, yeah, I'm excited for more progress of God of War today, and I hope that you guys will join me for that fun. Later tonight, on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to try to finish Gotham Knights, okay? Will I finish Gotham Knights? I don't know. I hope so. We're basically at the tail end of Chapter 7. The game has 8 chapters, and there's nothing else to do but finish the game. We did all the major side quests in the game at this point. So, all that being said, I hope we can beat it tonight because we're at a part of the game that's very difficult and very annoying, where they make you beat a series of mini-bosses that were actual full-on bosses in the game, but now you have to fight 3 more as mini-bosses, and one of them is always artificially 2 levels higher than you, which is an insane challenge because the thing can 2-hit.
How dare they make it so I can't grind and overlevel, guys? It worked for me in Dark Souls.
Kill you. If we're playing on normal difficulty, it makes absolutely no sense that they put this hurdle into the game. Like, why make an enemy that's two levels higher than you if you grind to gain levels to try to make the fight easier? The enemy artificially has its levels increased as well.
How dare they make a boss hard? Guys, you're supposed to just go up to the boss and say, die, and then they die. Do anything other than that, it's stupid. Guys, these developers are idiots.
So, I don't know. They messed it up, in my opinion. Pretty frustrating. But I hope that we can beat it tonight.
And look at that rocket.
So that way we can focus solely on the new stuff coming up, okay? That's what's on the agenda for today. I hope that sounds good.
It sounds
What we
god-awful.
can briefly talk about what's coming up the next week, because there's a ton of new stuff coming up in the next week. Tomorrow, it is Pokemon Scarlet premiering. So at the end of tonight's streams, what I need to do is log onto my Switch for the first time in a long time and download Pokemon Scarlet and get it ready for tomorrow, okay?
You mean get the Switch from Cat, huh? Let's go see if he actually beat Gotham Knights.
I guess they're doing a family cross.
I love how far forward he has to lean to see that. Pretty damn funny.
Right? Serious 7, good evening. Yes, we finally did it. We finally beat the damn game.
Congratulations, you finally did it. You finally beat the game. Speaking of beating the game, he's not about to let the fact that his memberships drop just so badly. He's not about to let the fact that, oh guys, I'm not making $10,000 a day anymore. It's only $1,000 a day. Help! Stop him from playing his favorite game. WWE Champions. I love it. Expanding his roster from 431 to 432. Congratulations. With that though, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.